Once upon a time, in a peaceful village in ancient India, there lived a wise monk named Dev. Dev was known far and wide for his calm nature and deep understanding of life. People often came to him for advice, and he always helped them with kindness and wisdom. One day, a man from a nearby village came to visit Dev. This man was known to have a bad temper and was easily angered. He had heard about Dev's wisdom and wanted to test him. The man thought, if this monk is truly wise, he will remain calm no matter what I do. As soon as the man arrived at the monk's hut, he began shouting insults at Dev. You are nothing but a fraud. You pretend to be wise, but you are just like everyone else. The man's face turned red with anger as he continued to yell and curse at Dev. But Dev didn't react. He simply sat there, calm and peaceful, as if he hadn't heard a single word. The man became even more furious. He stomped his feet, waved his arms, and tried everything he could think of to make Dev angry. But no matter what the man did, Dev remained still and serene, like a quiet pond untouched by a storm. Finally, after a long time of shouting and seeing no reaction from Dev, the man grew tired. He stopped, panting and sweating from his anger. He looked at Dev, confused and frustrated. Why don't you say anything? Why aren't you angry? The man demanded. Dev smiled gently and asked the man, if someone offers you a gift and you refuse to take it, who does the gift belong to? The man thought for a moment and then replied, it still belongs to the person who offered it, of course. Dev nodded. Exactly. You have tried to give me your anger and your insults, but I have not accepted them. Therefore, they still belong to you. The man was stunned. He had never thought about anger in this way before. He realized that all this time he had been holding on to his anger, thinking it affected others, when in fact it was hurting him the most. Feeling ashamed, the man bowed his head and said, I'm sorry, wise monk. I came here to test you, but instead I have learned a valuable lesson. Dev smiled warmly and said, anger is like a hot coal you intend to throw at someone else, but in the end, you are the one who gets burned. The next time you feel anger rising, remember that you have the power to let it go. The man thanked Dev and left the hut, feeling lighter and more peaceful than he had in years. From that day on, he worked hard to control his temper, remembering the lesson he had learned from the wise monk. Anger is a burden that we carry with us. When we refuse to accept anger, it loses its power over us. By choosing patience and compassion, we can live a peaceful and happy life, free from the harm that anger can bring